Happy Tuesday, everybody. We have one of my favorite Asian singers called Jane Zan bringing us in today with a little bit of. This is one of my songs from one of my favorite shows called Every Night, the first season of it. And this song stuck with me. One of those songs that made me want to go to over there to China. And it kind of reminds me of a stepper song a little bit, but I wanted to share it with y'all, let y'all see variations of myself. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody can see and hear me okay. Give me a 1 if you can see and hear me okay. All right. Hey, what's up, Miss Tammy? How is everybody doing? Thank you. We got a lot to talk about. Much has happened over this weekend and last week. So we're going to let everybody get up in here really quick. Get your snacks. And listen to a little bit of something different. And it says, why the swords and the knives fly, we still love each other. That's the hook. I told y'all, I used to be I love Chinese drama. I was into this shit for real. All right. It's nice to see you too, Wendy. What's up to everybody in the UK? I know y'all going through it over there, honey. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Oh, yeah, I did a podcast with Morel. I hope y'all check that out too. Thank you, Mark, for digging the music. I appreciate people who like to hear a little bit of something different than what you already know. I'm sorry, this is my jam though. It gives, I tell you, it gives you like a little bit of stepping sound. I'm telling you, I went to China, they was looking at me like, what the hell? It is very soothing. I love her sound. She got a American / Asian type sound. I like her music. It's really cool. Her name is Jane Zane. Check her out. She's really cool. She got a lot of cool stuff. I'm telling you, that song is the shit. I try to put y'all up on different stuff that I listen to. Like I said, I just don't listen to black music or oldies. I listen to all kinds of stuff. And when I hear something that I really like, and this is one of those songs that came from one of my favorite Asian shows, Every Night, the first season. Man, there was character's first brother. I was in love with first brother. He just had this essence about him in the movie, which was, it was like 12 brothers, and it was first brother was cool. He hung out with the head teacher of the school with different gifted students or whatever, with with the abilities and things like that. All of the martial arts shows and stuff like that. They got our books and everything about how to handle air and fire and all of that. One of those types of shows. And first brother was like real quiet. He gave you Mozart vibes. Like I'm a really quiet dude, but I will beat your ass with a smile on my face and be real calm about it. I just loved it. It was like he didn't even mess with people. People talking all this stuff, he just shut you down. Like boom, 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 you're done. On to the next situation. I absolutely loved him as a character. But check it out. If you look on YouTube, Every Night is on YouTube as well. So if you want to see it for free, it's got 60 episodes, honey. But it is worth the show is worth it. If you like martial arts and all that other stuff. I was one of them grasshopper people when I was little. Watched all of them shows with I can't think of his name, David Kane or whatever. I was My mother used to always watch him and all of that other stuff. So I really, really liked that show. But as I got older, I started watching other things. I told y'all about watching Eternal Love on Netflix. That's our books too. I'm telling you. It's all about the gods and everything else. Y'all be missing something just because you got to read a couple of subtitles. It's a good ass show. Love, drama, politics, all of that. But anyway, on to why y'all came here. It has been something else over there in the UK. And the reason why I named this show The Real You versus the Fake You. Well, you know what I'm saying? The counterfeit, whatever. What we seeing over in the UK is this. And it's a complicated, unfortunate mix that I'm seeing. And that is, you have people upset because their governments are letting migrants in to jobs and things like that, letting them into the country, and many other benefits, just like they doing over here. The same thing that's happening over in the UK is happening here. That these governments are paying our tax dollars for these people to come here. And these governments are destabilizing where these people live, and that's the reason why they're coming to your country. And that's the part that your country leaves out. We fucked up their home, that's why they coming over here. Okay, to your home. And because we fucked up their home, we giving them AKA aid or reparations for that coming to your place. Now, unfortunately for them, they're coming in, and they're minorities. They're coming into a place where you're taking other people's tax dollars and paying for this shit. And people here are already having a hard time, both in the UK and the United States. These people are getting stuff that they said could not be given to the regular population because they couldn't have it. And now they're watching people who did not pay into the system take from the system. That's part of the anger. The other part is just downright who people have always been: prejudice, white, and angry. Okay? And want to blame people for their fucking problems. Now, you can't blame this one guy. I was watching a couple of things over the weekend, and this one guy was like, yeah, the migrants are taking all the jobs. And he was like, well, what jobs did they take? Well, do you have a job? He's like, no. He's like, why don't you have a job? Because I have a criminal record. A migrant didn't do that to you, baby. You did that to you. See, he's like, you don't have the education. So you can't get mad at a migrant because they was able to come in and take it. That's not what I'm talking about. What we talking about was happening over in the United States, with people taking money that and benefits that they have not paid into the system for. In fact, they're getting better benefits than people who have paid into the system and are getting those benefits. It doesn't make any sense. The money that's being pushed onto these people when our federal government has been the one to destabilize their government to begin with. But I told you all, this whole situation is to do what it's doing right now. And it's strange that the most intelligent, so-called brainiacs of the human race, or the most intellectual motherfuckers, are being the most dumbest motherfuckers on the planet right now, because they don't understand that they're being used. I watched over in the UK, I think in Middleton or somewhere that they were, rioting at. The anarchists was right there. The folks with the mask and the faces covered up, they were right there busting up stores and doing all kind of crazy stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I saw that for myself. I'm like, the regular people that's there protesting are up or whatever, they were protesting, whether you're they call them far right. No, these are just angry people. And what people need to understand is, and see the grand chess game that's being played in front of them, and stop being fucking blind. How these governments get over on the people, because it's more us than it is them, is that they cater to the bullshit that you carry. They truly cater to that shit that's inside of you, that nasty, dirty shit that you don't want to admit that's there. You prejudice, you don't like other people, you got your hang-ups from whatever your ancestors or whatever is going on. Your ancestors didn't like black people, or your black people didn't like white folks back in the day, and you carrying that shit right on with you. And the problem is that both sides are doing this. It's not just one side. Both sides are doing this. Black and white are doing this. Meanwhile, the people in the middle use those things to sit up there and cause drama inside of societies, saying it's their fault the reason why you're in this situation. No, it's their fault the reason why you're in this situation. And they're in the middle stirring the pot. Meanwhile, they robbing both of you. I just really wish people, and this is the reason why I kind of was like tossing back and forth if I wanted to do a live or not, because it's like until you start seeing who benefits from you being at each other's throats and fighting and destroying businesses and shit, this is what the globalists want. They want all of these countries to go up so they can bring in their order and take away all your rights and disregard all your constitutions and bring in what they want to bring in. The only thing that's going for people right now on this planet is the fact that none of the plans that the globalists have are working out as smoothly as they thought. That's the only thing saving the human beings on this planet. It ain't because we're so smart. It ain't because we just finally figured some shit out. It's because they can't get their shit together. But right now is the time for folks to put black and white on the back burner and look at this shit as a whole, as all of these countries, as the people that are in them, that have worked our asses off here, and understand how you being played right now. They want you to tear up your shit in your cities so they can bring in the heavy hand and bring in order. That's what they want. I'm in a city right now that's getting ready to do the most dumbest shit that they could possibly do. They want to remake a 1968 up in this bitch. And you know what? All of the ingredients are there for it to happen. I even saw them bring up the black spots or black sites and shit. Oh, those are up and running now, baby. I have places that I'm like, now this motherfucking place has been dark all this time, all the lights on. I said, now they getting the place ready for motherfuckers to get literally picked up and took straight off to all black sites where you will not see those people for about a week after they fucking protest. That's why I'm telling black folks, stay your ass at home. Don't go to that shit. For once, if you are upset, how you can do is literally not be found. Let that what is that? Those pro-Palestinian situations, let them fight and argue and talk shit at that motherfucking convention all they want to, and black folks need to sit their asses down. This ain't got shit to do with you. They're ignoring you. They don't want your vote. Fuck them. Fuck them. But that's not what's going to happen, because you got people still sitting up here. You got folks crying over why nobody wants support Miss KH. I'm sorry. You know, the thing about it is that group of people that want to control everything thrive on people's ignorance. Ignorance is what keeps them in the game. As long as there's a stupid motherfucker sitting somewhere who don't want to read, who is a repeater, baby, they're going to stay always with money. Always. They're going to always have supporters, because it's always going to be a stupid bitch that's going to sit there. Yes, my ancestors. Yes, she's a woman. Yes, she's black. I don't give a fuck if the bitch was rainbow bright. What she's been doing all this time, all the shit she's talking about she could do at the border, she could do right now. She's vice president. She's the czar. The reason why you got migrants all up and down the places taking your money is because of her ass right there. Miss KH did that all by her goddamn self. I don't understand why people can't get that through their head. But you know, she black and I got to vote because she black. I know my family is black, and a lot of them I don't even rock with. A couple of them I can't get $20. Okay, wouldn't get them $20 on their last day. All right. So what her being black got anything to do with her current record is bullshit to me. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit up here and waste my time doing anything when I know what happens in the electoral college. Why do that and waste your time? You understand? But the people on this planet need to understand that the reason why the things have happened in history the way they happened is because we allowed it. We allowed a small group of people to rule over us because we did not want to be independent thinkers. We did. We wanted kings. We wanted someone to tell us what to do instead of us saying, I don't need a motherfucker to tell me how I can get water. I don't need a motherfucker for me to pay water too. Water's free. This motherfucker don't make it. Why I gotta pay for it? You understand what I'm saying? It's the whole entire system, you all, is a joke in itself. These people make you pay for things that they got for free. That's like making you pay for dirt. Some of y'all do pay for dirt. You go right to Home Depot and pay for dirt. You do. There's no difference in the dirt that they give you. All you got to do is put a little bit of fucking fertilizer in that shit. Bam, same thing, same thing, same thing. But you gonna go to Home Depot, buy you a nice bag of fucking soil, and you literally went past how many vacant lots? How many vacant lots did you go past to get to Home Depot? That you could have filled up your own motherfucking bag and put in your own nutrients and compost and made your own soil. Do you understand how stupid that is? But we do it. We do it. I'm just at this point now where I got so disgusted looking at the news today. Nettie and them is doing what Nettie and them do. I told y'all he was gonna start having to move around. Didn't I tell y'all the reason why I don't really get big on these lives anymore? Because I told you all months ago he was gonna start moving around. Nothing else to happen. The next thing that was gonna happen was that once he kept running them from one part of Gaza to the next, killing only a small bit left. That's the plan. To keep money into the next end, boom, 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 till ain't nothing but a handful of those people left. Those people are just waiting to die. That's what he's doing. And we are paying for it. And America constantly keeps paying for this. Okay? So understand, this is what's going to keep happening. What's happening now, you guys, because I don't want to lose thought. Y'all start talking about buffering and things like that. Is that if you can see me, okay, give me a 1. Give me a 1 if you can see me, okay. Thank you, Miss Harp. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Thanks. So I sat back and I said to myself, you got to understand. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm just at this point now where you're going to have to start understanding that this situation here in America is American little domain is about to go to another level. I told y'all when this shit happened over there, he was going to have to start moving around. He moving around. And probably by tomorrow morning, you'll find out how much moving around them motherfuckers gonna have to do. 9 chances out of 10, majority of those ish people over there are more than likely out of there. They got dual citizenship in other places. People are moving out of the way because look, it don't take a rocket scientist to think that you just can't keep killing motherfuckers and thinking there ain't nobody gonna sit up here and not come back and knock on your motherfucking door. That's just fucking common sense. Okay? That's common sense. You just can't keep doing shit like that and think ain't nobody gonna come and say, yeah, I'm your Huckleberry. And we finna answer that call. And that's what's getting ready to happen right now. Them Sam boys finna answer that call. And they finna answer it in a way that's gonna make American. I'm telling y'all think I was bullshitting last time. She is going to sidestep Nettie. Once she see what them boys pull out that bag, she gonna sidestep that motherfucker. She gonna be like, to the left. That's it. She gonna do it. I bet you money she's going to do it. Because she don't have a choice. She don't have a choice in this. Nobody wants this war. Literally will fuck up food for everybody. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean food for everybody around the globe. This is the reason why everybody's saying chill, 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 chill. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. But yet you got the dude poking the bear. Eventually the bear gonna bite your ass. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. You got a little dirty t-shirt poking the motherfucking bear. And the reason why he's doing that is because he wants, the little NATO girls to sit up here and help him and keep giving him money. Ain't nobody finna keep giving you money, bro. You better make it work with what you got. We just gave Nettie how much? How many billions did we just walk out this motherfucker again for this dude? And come to find out, they whole entire economy is fucked up. Majority of the businesses are closing down and leaving there. Most of the world will not do nothing with the rich people over there no more. So these people are leaving their economy. They can't get the shit that they used to get. So their economy is being cut off. What makes you think that once that them Bricks girls hit that button on our asses, the same shit ain't gonna happen to us? See, y'all keep forgetting. This is the part of the show where shit gets hairy. This is the part where we knew this bitch was gonna get popped in the mouth and she was gonna go flying across the room. And now, old girl that hit her is just done cracked her neck and she done took her shoes off and she finna go to town. And it's like, oh, this finna be bad. This is the part of the show we at right now. Okay? That villain done got really seriously wounded. And the fighter is about to take it to they're gonna take it, man, over the moon. Stomp, pumpkin head stomp is on its way for American. Do you understand? This part is what has me melancholy every day because it's only a matter of time, y'all. While they're trying to go along with their little quote unquote little agenda that they got for the whole entire world, this fucking fight that they picking, they don't know how this shit gonna go. And it ain't gonna go in the way that they used to it going. They used to it going in Americans' favor, and it ain't gonna go in Americans' favor this time, y'all. This time, motherfuckers may reach out and touch American. Okay? This is the part that has me sitting up here, honestly, and I can't control shit. A little worried. Because it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. I'm sorry, we don't have what these people got. These people been doing shit we don't know nothing about. American has sat on her laurels, done got out of shape. She ain't got the shit she used to have. She ain't bad, but she ain't good either. And she stretched too thin across the globe. This is not good strategy on no day. I'm sorry, y'all. And then one thing I understand is when I got a strong hand and when I got a weak one. And baby, this one is weak. You can't play with two different games in a room and championships in a room at the same time. You can't do that. And she's not winning because guess what? The boys that went over to Haiti, them little Kenyans, they over here asking for more equipment. Help us out. We ain't got enough shit to keep this fight up. I told y'all, when you don't hear nothing, that means motherfuckers is fucking up. It's bad. They losing. All right? They're losing that shit over there. They are losing in Venezuela. They are losing in the Ukraine. Everywhere that they're trying to get licks where they can steal other people's shit is coming up. It's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Craps at this point. So her hand is nasty. It's nasty, and it ain't nasty in a good way. She bleeding all over the place. She ain't got no space, baby. No books nowhere. And we're on the bad end of this. We're on the bad end of this situation. And here's where things get crazy. This is where things are getting ready to get crazy. Nettie wants us to go over there and fight that. We ain't got it like that. They done set up there and put the ships over there and everything. But baby, I think that's for posing. I'm going to be honest with you because everybody knows who's fighting Nettie. Americans fighting Nettie. Okay? Americans fighting for him over there. American is fighting Mr. Putin. But what motherfuckers did not realize today is that Miss China came in the door saying, fuck with them saying boys over there if you want to. Now you got China and Putin backing them saying boys. Come on. This fight. No. This is a bad thing. I'm telling you, American is going to sidestep. She's going to go stage left. She can't fight two powers at once. She can't do it. She's not, and she's not going to. She's not going to. She's gonna, if she got any sense, she gonna fall back. Fall back and regroup. That's all she can do right now. I can't see her doing anything else. She don't have any friends that's got any you know what I'm saying, any of that weight, any of that firepower behind her. She the only one with the firepower, and she stretched too thin. Her friends ain't got nothing. They standing there waiting for her to defend them. This how it's gonna go. Little Dirty T-shirt gonna get squashed at some point in this game, and them Sam boys getting ready to set it off. They're getting ready to set it off. Is all I gotta say is that mid east baby gonna be on fire like never before. It's going up. Do you understand? It's going up. And what she don't understand is that it ain't just that nobody wants that to happen over there. But this is the thing that's bothered me about that whole entire little strategy about taking everything you got and putting it over there across the seas. What if somebody grew a brain and said, we already know Dirty T-shirt ain't got no power. We already know. You understand who did what over there with sand, with those people over there. Why don't we hit her where she hurt? You understand? Where she live? Ain't nobody thinking about that. She done took all the help, all the reservists. Everybody is over there. Everybody is over there. There's nothing defending this place. I'm telling you, this, they are setting it. They want to set this up so everything can go berserk and they can bring in their order the way that they want to bring it in. And my problem that I have is that either Americans and UK people are either too motherfucking slow to not see that this is a setup. This is a setup. And it's a setup because you have white supremacy that wants to reign. And their time is up. That time is over. It has had its time on this planet, and the time is up. It's over. They have to deal with the fact they are not going to be on the top of the feeding list anymore. They don't want to do that. Because when I was watching those riots over in the UK, I'm sitting up here and I'm looking at this shit and I'm saying to myself, these people have always been prejudiced. This is giving them a reason to act up. So anybody black that was in certain parts of these different riots, they were just attacking and bothering or whatever. Now, UK is way more race okay than over here. But you keep forgetting, these people that are over here were the rejects that were thrown from over there, over here. So the motherfuckers that are over here in America are way worse than the motherfuckers over in the UK. And when I was watching how they were tearing up shit, I sat up there and I said to myself, they call everybody else savages, but they're reverting back to who they truly were the whole damn time. See, when they can't get, and this is something that I've always known, because I've seen the depths in which certain folks of that persuasion act when they can't get their way. So imagine if the situation is much dire, the levels that they would go to. Just, you understand, just to survive. And now I see why our ancestors were so afraid of them, because those people are really sick in the mind. They really sick. I mean, I'm serious. I watched some of those riots and I was like, these people really are sick. Some of them are really sick. The ones who don't have shit, really sick in the mind. Not all palm colored people like that. But they fucked up ones. Oh, they like The Walking Dead. And now I understand how that movie was made, because I feel like I'm living in the Walking Dead movie every day, because the Walking Dead was no more than zombies that were just talking, that wouldn't think for themselves, and they would eat other people's brains. If you remember the whole contents of the story, they would just infect each other by taking each other's ability to think away. This is the land of the Walking Dead. These people don't want to think for themselves. That's the reason why you can get people like politicians that make fools of them and take their fucking money. And they clap for them. You're an idiot. Thank you so much, Kate. Thank you so much, KH. Thank you so much, Biden. And they sit there and say shit right in front of your face and you don't even hear it. I don't know whose roast they did. They did some roast of the guy that played in Full House as the daddy. And they said they couldn't tell which twin did what. And they said that the dad that played in Full House said, "Oh, I know which one does one." The Kate, it was of the little girl, the two little baby girls, said Kate swallows. And he said that shit in the fucking open. And everybody, you talking about children. These are pedophiles. Having laugh fest and roast in front of television on Comedy Central. This is how much we were underneath curses that we couldn't see this shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? And now they are going underneath those very same curses, and you're seeing how they're acting. They're acting like complete and utter, you know what I'm saying? It's like watching somebody devour. They're going back into their wild man, barbarian attitudes that they spoke of inside their books. Because you have to understand, the histories that they took, they copied from other people and made it their own because they had none. They had none. They wanted to make themselves look like they weren't the savages that they were. So they took other people's histories and made it their own. Now they're reverting back to their original states. They're the biggest plagiarists that ever was. Okay? So they're going back to their knuckle dragging ways, and that's what I saw this weekend with those different riots. I was wondering why in certain places there was not a black face to be found, and come to find out the reason why is because people were at home. Black folks were at home, but on other parts it wasn't as bad, but it was enough. It was enough. And the reason why some people were there for the right reasons in the UK, the same way it's going to be here. What's happening over there is going to happen here, except it's going to be worse. See, over in the UK, they'll baton the shit out your ass. Over here, motherfuckers got them things. And see, it's a whole nother ball game when you add the pound colored people and them motherfuckers out the mountains and the prejudiced motherfuckers into the mix, and they want to come and play games. See, the America's a whole nother ball of tricks. You understand? And that's what they want. They want this chaos. And until people come to the conclusion that the only people being played in this are the people of the world, and the people of the world are the only ones that can do something about it. They're the only ones that can. Until we understand that part of how this game is, it's going to keep happening the way it's going to happen. I can put aside the fact that I might not like certain pound color people in order to handle the main business of the day. The question is, do you have the ability to do that? If they can blame whoever they want to blame, Laurie, for their demise, everybody can see it. We have had no power to play into why they're failing. Okay? None. All right? None at all. These storms, this earth is already telling them their time is up. They can't hear. They can't hear. All right? And our people are mixed in too with that, who got that same mind frame. And this is the reason why I tell y'all this shadow work stuff is a real thing. What we're seeing right now inside of politics that is happening, you're seeing fake versus real. They are serving you up fake to get your vote. They hoping that you were so fucking stupid and so underneath these curses that you would mindlessly go and vote. Mindlessly. I don't give a damn if you vote for Trump or you voting for Kamala. I told y'all, Trump ain't the same motherfucker that he was once before. And even then, he didn't do anything during his term. He couldn't. He got scared in there. Okay, he got real fucking scared in there because shit got real, and he started to understand this is way more complicated than he understood. And these people are trying to kill him. So what you gonna do if somebody that set up here and already let you know I can touch you, motherfucker? Why you talking? You gonna act accordingly, or you gonna say, I'm not finna do this shit. And he's in too deep now. They got him by the balls because the money. It's the money. You get addicted to money. So now you're looking at the fake versus the real. What you gonna do? You need to understand everything about our system is literally fake. And even how we deal as people. If you look at it, the physical things, what fake is the spirit that basically we sit here and we say, okay, it's made up. My personality on this earth, quiet as kept, is made up, and so is yours. You want to know why? You phony as fuck, just like me. It's because we were made like this due to our circumstances. I did not come out my mama's womb having a Sammy. I did not come out my mama's womb literally questioning everybody that I meet, especially when it comes down to men and my ability to conversate with them, have relationships with them, with people, women, anybody. I don't trust motherfuckers. I did not come out of my mother's womb not trusting people. Okay? I didn't come out of my mother's womb ready to smack a bitch if they say anything crazy to me. You understand what I'm saying? It's certain things that I did not come into this world as. I became that through different circumstances. I did not come into this world a person that's a genius about fucking money out my mama's womb. On how to survive, how to make it, all of that. I did not come into this world knowing how to cut my feelings off sexually, knowing how to cut my feelings off emotionally for people. I did not come into this world like that. I learned those behaviors through different experiences. So that means that is not my true form, nor is it yours. The problem is that you don't know what your true form is. You haven't had time to think about it. You haven't had time to think about it. The fake world, you want to know what fake really is. Fake is this world, it's the attachments to this world and the endings that are part of it. It's the people that are in it. It's belief systems that are in it. It's the rewards that are in it. It's the punishments that are in it. It's the helplessness that is in it. All of that is fake. That all makes up who you are and how you deal with shit right now in this life. Everything I said makes up who you are right now. Everything around you, the physical things you have, you dress a certain type of way. Why do you dress that way? Who told you? You didn't come out of your mama's ass being a fashionista. You did not come into this world literally having a certain types of friends and friends that you did. Why do you have the friends that you do? Do they give you status? Are they what is it that they do for you? The reason why they're around you. All right? You need to ask yourself, what the punishments that you got in life, is that the reason why you an angry motherfucker right now? Why you can't stay in a relationship? The different interactions you had with family members, those are the people. The world in which you're in that don't particularly care for brown folks or people of color, as they say. That all of that shapes who you are. That does not mean that's who you are for real. Who you are for real was the person you put away because you ended up getting hurt. The person that used to be giving and loving and sweet and stuff like that, you put that motherfucker in the back seat and said, no, you need to take a chill pill, bro, because these people out here playing for keeps. You put that part of yourself way, way back in the fucking closet and literally buried it, some of y'all, so it wouldn't get hurt no more. I know I did. Give me a 5 if you put your true self and buried your true self away to the point you can't even find it anymore. You don't even know what your true self is, looks like, what it could have been at any point. Give me a 5 if you did that to your true self. I'm being honest. You can lie to yourself all you want to, because see, this is what we need to do, is stop lying to ourselves about what we have done. Some of us have been inside survival mode. Some of us have been in automatic for years. We don't feel shit no more. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. All of you all who are saying 5 means you operate in a phony motherfucking way every day, all day, to the point that you don't even know who the fuck you really are anymore. And that's the reason why you're upset, unhappy, and can't quite seem to get it together. You don't even know why your anxiety levels are off the charter, because you don't know who the real person is. The real you is locked up and buried somewhere, banging to get out, and you don't even know where the fuck you buried it at. You don't. And then you ask yourself what's happening in the world. What's happening inside the world is literally a reflection of what's going on inside of you. Why those folks is acting crazy over there? Because the fake them is falling apart, and the real them is now making itself known. The ugliness that was always there, the savageness that was always there, is now coming up to bloom. Do you understand? Because their things are not no longer helping keep it suppressed. Get it now? They've always known that they were people like that have them kind of issues were mediocre to begin with. When you got to be supremacist about anything, you mediocre to begin with. That's the reason why you got to walk around, I'm this, white's great. Yeah, no. Once upon a time, there was no such thing as white and black. There were people who were from different nations. Okay? Some idiot brought it down to simple shit like that. But that's the reason why that's happening now, ladies and gentlemen. They're fake. The fake face is now falling apart, and the real them is coming back out. You can't hide behind phoniness phony so long before the real you comes out. It's the same thing. If you're not really if you ain't a gangster motherfucker, eventually somebody gonna call you out, and you gonna be found out that you ain't a gangster motherfucker. You're a fucking cream puff. You understand? You're not a fucking killer. You a damn suburbanite. You out here trying to be one, but that ain't really what you made out of. You ain't even built like that. You and that's the part that you all don't seem to get. You get what I'm saying? Even with ourselves, we have made up a fake person to deal in the world in which we're in, and you don't know who you are on the inside. And that anxiety gets to you, and you start to go crazy. And then you take it out on the people closest to you with the arguments and the fights and the nitpicking and all this other shit, instead of sitting back and saying, what the fuck is wrong with you? Sit in the motherfucking mirror and say, what the fuck is really wrong with you? And you acting out of fucking fear. Because when people start going berserk like that, that's out of fucking fear. That's fear all day. Fear of what? You need to be able to put a finger on it and address it, instead of sitting up here being mad and pissed off and start arguments with people that you love. You need to deal with what's wrong with you. You mad because of ... You mad because you fear you might lose your job. You're mad because you fear you might lose this person. You're mad because you're unfulfilled in something and you don't know how to say it to this person. You don't know how to just say, I'm not happy where I'm at with you, and I don't know if I say that to you, what's going to be the repercussions. You may get up and leave because I actually speak what the fuck I feel, and I really don't want you to leave. You understand what I'm saying? See, we don't know how to be able to open up our mouths and say certain shit to people that really may need to have that conversation with. Even though it may be tough, we might need to say certain things. If you holding the bag by yourself, I'm holding this bag by myself, and I'm tired of holding my bag holding this bag by myself. I need you to get the fuck up, and I need you to get a job, or I need you to work. I need you to do this. You understand? Just be real about the shit. instead of walking around letting it eat up at you. We don't know what our real spirit is because, one, from little kids, many of us have been taught to, is something wrong with loving and the love, or something wrong with wanting to be loved. Do you understand what I'm saying? Our Father wants to love us. He wants to love us. He put us on a planet with everything that we need, and he wants to do what's right by us. But we have to do what's right by him too. And we don't want to do our part. Our part is just treat each other like we got some fucking sense, be able to hear somebody else's opinions and not fucking lose our goddamn mind about them. That's that person's opinion. Hell, I got people on here that want to sit up here and tell me how I should think. You understand? How I think and how somebody else thinks is two different things because I have another walk in life than you have. Okay? Things may not be great for me, but I might handle my problems a little bit differently. You may handle your problems by slapping the shit out of the person next to you. I may handle my problems by, hey, I get low, I get loose, and I figure out some other way of being able to go about making my situation right for me. Somebody else may go lay on their back with Mr. So-and-so to get to what the fuck they need. That's not how I get down. But if that's what that person does, that's not my business. Do you understand? See, our problem is we don't know how to not just see some shit and be like, that's them. That ain't got shit to do with me. I don't have why would I have an opinion about it if it's not affecting me like that? I'm not that man's wife. I'm not that man's sister. I'm no part of his family. That ain't got shit to do with me. And I'm not going to sit up here and discuss it and get no messy situation with nobody for one of you raggedy motherfuckers to go back and run tail at to and have me in the middle of some shit I ain't got nothing to do with. That's them people. That's how they want to live their life. Keep that shit over there with them. But some of y'all can't tell people that because y'all don't know how to tell people, look, I don't get out like that. I'm not finna sit up there and talk about shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm watching out for my own cookie. That's enough business. But what I'm doing with mine, that's enough business. All I need to know and all I need to tend to. Okay? Making sure this one is everything is on point. I don't give a fuck what's going on with hers across the street. Okay? But we don't do that. And the love part, I think to me, fathers always just want us to love one another. Loving one another means you see the God in each person that you meet. Even inside palm color people, that he's in them too. And every creature, every creature, every system, every plant, every insect, Father is in. This is his shit. Him and mother shit. This is they shit. They are in everything. He is all around you all the time. It's just that we don't see him that way. We see these things and we get caught up in these things, but we can't see him at all saying, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm all around you. When you go to the park, I'm in the trees. When I'm in the wind, I'm literally everywhere. I'm in the fucking drunk that's standing there drunk. I'm in him too because his spirit, I gave him that. You have to, in order to understand what's happening on this world, you have to see the God in everybody. God in everybody. Everybody has a spirit. Even these motherfucking raggedy motherfuckers that's trying to destroy this place. They literally think that they're doing something good. And the sad part is that when they leave this earth, they gonna find out just how bad they fucked up. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? We're going to have to learn how to start finding the love for each other inside each other, seeing God in each other first, and then think about that. If I'm looking at you and I see God in you, he blessed you with a spirit that came directly from him. You would have a hard time taking somebody out of the body, out of their avatar, basically. Whether a person is good or bad, they come to you to teach you a lesson. You might not like the lesson, but it's still a lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Many lessons I've learned from different people who have hurt me. And I had to, and there's been a silver lining in every last one of those lessons. I got to be reminded of what that kind of situation was. I had to tell somebody the other day that my mother, when I'll never forget when I was supposed to be getting quote unquote married, and the bad situation went left, and I came home and I was crying and I was like, I gave up this, and I was my career and this and that, and I was gonna move here and there, and all this shit went real wrong because the situation was real fucked up. I don't even have time to go into it. But my mother had to grab me by my clothes up like this. And she told me, now my mama don't call you out your name unless she really, 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 you done pissed her off. But I was crying and blaming myself and saying I should have did this. And she spun around and grabbed me. She said, bitch, let me tell you one motherfucking thing. Now, when she call you bitch, it's like, okay, you're not my child no more. You acting like a whole fucking other person that I don't know. She said, let me tell you one motherfucking thing. You didn't lose shit with that. You dodged the motherfucking bullet. The Most High blessed your black ass to see the problem. Imagine being married to some shit like that and you can't get rid of it. When she did, she snapped me the fuck up out of it. I was like, whoo! She made me think. Now I'm sitting here, I could have done better. I could have been there. I should have been. She said, what the fuck are you saying? She was right. I could have been locked to this person who did this horrible thing and financially ingrained with somebody that I can't get away from them. And I got away from them. And yes, I lost a few $1,000s behind it, but I got away from them clean. Not everybody gets away from situations like that clean. She said, dry your motherfucking face and get on your knees and thank the Most High that he didn't allow that situation to go no further than where it went. The fuck is wrong with you? You got a blessing today. That motherfucker's somebody else's problem waiting to happen, not yours. Now, one thing about me is this.